Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Thursday, November the 9th. Now, we just have two games tonight, so I would recommend guys to play lighter on this slate. Obviously, on a two-game slate, there's just not going to be as many options, so it's going to be harder to find plays that really stand out. I was still able to find two plays, though, that I did like for tonight's two-game slate, so we're going to talk through these two plays and share why I like them. Before we do get started, though, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or use my promo code NOAH. When you do sign up for Prizepicks, you will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up with my promo code. Check them out if you guys have not yet. Also, do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper because we are also partnered up with Sleeper. And if you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can sign up using promo code NOAH over there as well. Get your first deposit matched up to $100. And if you don't know what Sleeper is or what they are, they're an app very similar to Prizepicks and a lot of these other DFS pick'em apps. But Sleeper, they do offer a dynamic payout system. So what that means is the payouts you get on a certain pick do change whether you take the over or the under, kind of like a sports book. Obviously, on Prizepicks, whether you take the over or the under on a prop, it all pays out the same. It's a fixed payout. Well, Sleeper is a dynamic payout system. So what that means is, you could take a prop, like let's say, for example, for NBA, like you could take a player to get a double-double. You could take a player to get a triple-double on Sleeper. Those type of props are available on Sleeper, and some of those props, you can get some really high payouts on. If obviously if the player doesn't have a super likely chance of getting a triple-double, well, the payout could be like 3x just for that one pick alone. So you can kind of take a look at Sleeper, see all that they do offer. They offer a lot of the major sports like NBA, NFL, NHL, college football they offer as well. MLB they do offer too. So check out Sleeper, guys. Sign up, use that promo code NOAH, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $100. But let's talk through the picks I like for today, guys. Two plays we're going to be looking at, two fantasy score props that I'm liking for tonight. Hopefully you guys did tail the two picks I gave out in yesterday's video. Kyle Kuzma over 6.5 rebounds. Michael Porter Jr. over 29.5 fantasy score. Both those plays hit. Hopefully you guys tailed, made some money. Let's try and hit both these plays for Thursday's slate. Again, two-game slate tonight, guys, so I'd recommend playing a little bit lighter, just me personally. But talking through the two plays I like for this slate, first off, we're going to look at Bruce Brown, 21 fantasy score, and I like the over here for Bruce Brown, so more than 21 fantasy score. Bruce Brown, you look at his game log this season with the Pacers, it's been kind of a, just kind of an up and down season for Bruce Brown. He really hasn't shown like any massive he hasn't had any massive games. I mean, his best game of the season was against the Wizards when he had 31.1 fantasy points in 27 minutes. Outside of that one game against Boston, though, where he played just 21 minutes, you see that game right here. Outside of that one game, Bruce Brown has been playing pretty decent minutes on a nightly basis. Now, some of the games this season where he's played, like less than 30 minutes were largely due to blowouts. Against Boston, he played 21 minutes, and that was a game that the Pacers lost by like 50. Against San Antonio, he only played 24 minutes in that game. That was a game that the Pacers won by 40, so 40 plus. So that was another blowout. And then their game against Washington, he played 27 minutes, and I believe that was a blowout too. Yeah, the Pacers won that game by 23. So pretty much the three games this season where Bruce Brown has played less than 30 minutes have all been blowouts. In competitive games this season, Bruce Brown has played 37, 37, 32, 32, and 32 minutes. So he's typically going to get 30-plus minutes if the game's competitive. This game against the Bucks projects to be competitive. Right now, the spread is only 2.5. The Pacers are playing at home here, so I think playing at home makes it a lot more likely this game does stay close. And if we're getting 30-plus minutes from Bruce Brown, I mean, 21 fantasy score is pretty low for a guy like Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown's not going to go out there and put up a ton of he's not going to go out there and score 30 points, but he can get you 8, 9, 10 points. He can get you 5, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, a couple of defensive stats. He can do a little bit of everything when he's on the floor. He's typically been a solid point per minute player throughout his career. This season with the Pacers, I think he's been averaging close to a fantasy point per minute. So 21 fantasy score, I definitely think this line on Bruce Brown's a bit low here. If we project this game to stay close, if we project Bruce Brown to play 30-plus minutes, I would have this line probably around 23.5. I definitely think 21 is low. So that's the first pick I like for today. Bruce Brown, more than 21 fantasy score. And then the other play that I like, we're going to look at Clint Capella, 26 fantasy score, and this is another over that I like, more than 26 fantasy score for Clint Capella. So if you look at Clint Capella's game log this season, it's been a lot more consistent. Clint Capella, I believe, has gone over this fantasy score line in every single game this season except for one. And the one game he went under was against Minnesota. He had 23.5 fantasy points in 22.5 minutes. But this season, Capella's game log, 31.6, 33.6, 30.9, 23.5, 26.2, 31.4, 28.4. So of their 7 games he's played, he's over this line in 6 out of 7. The minutes for Clint Capella are kind of always the question. We know that Clint Capella is going to be productive when he's on the floor. He's always been a productive player when he gets minutes. If you look at his points per minute, just kind of throughout his career, pretty much since he's come into the league, he has averaged over a fantasy point per minute in every single season of his career. In the last 4 seasons with the Hawks, he's averaged 1.35, 1.18, 1.18, and 1.19 fantasy points per minute. So he's going to average over a fantasy point per minute. The minutes, though, are just the question. The Hawks do have 2 really good centers, Clint Capella and Onyeka Okongwu. I think because Capella has such a good backup behind him, they kind of like to just split the minutes between Capella and Okongwu. I want to say there was a time at this time of the season where they were playing Capella and Okongwu together. I think they did that. I can't remember which game they did that in, but there was a game this season where they actually had Capella and Okongwu on the floor together. That typically doesn't happen, though. They typically are just going to split the center minutes pretty evenly. If you look at Capella's minutes this season, first 2 games of the season, he played 28 minutes, then he played 23, then he played 23, then he played 21, then he got back up to 28, and then their last game against OKC, he played 21. So it's kind of been like a wide range of outcomes for minutes for Capella, anywhere between like 20 to 28 minutes. I think, 28 is kind of like the upper end, where I think, 20 is kind of like the lower end. I would typically project Capella for around 24 minutes, probably maybe a little bit more, 25, 26. And again, this is a guy that's going to be productive when he's on the floor. He's going to average over a fantasy point per minute. Even if you project Capella for 24 minutes, this fantasy score line of 26 still feels a bit low. Like, I think this line should probably be like 27 and a half. And by some chance, if this is one of those games where Capella gets like 28 minutes, if he gets 28 minutes, I feel very confident that he's going to go over 26 fantasy score. So I do like this over here. Again, we're working with some slim pickings here. It's just not the biggest slate, and there's just not a ton to love. But these are my 2 favorite plays right now. I'm going to take a look at the board again, see if I find anything else. But I will say that for these 2-game slates, I'm probably going to be playing lighter. This literally might be the only entry I play today. We'll have to see. But again, guys, if you're going to be tailing me on these 2 plays, wish you the best of luck. Hopefully we can make some money tonight. I do recommend playing lighter on this slate just because, again, it's not the best slate. There's only 2 games. But this is what I like, taking a first look at the board. But if you guys are going to be tailing me, good luck. Hopefully we can make some money tonight. Appreciate you guys watching the videos, though, as always. Hit that like button down below if you guys did enjoy this video. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys, again, are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks yet, be sure to sign up for Prizepicks, linked down below in the description. Or just when you sign up, make sure to use promo code NOAH. You will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. But we'll be back for a much bigger slate tomorrow. I'm sure there's at least like 7 or 8 games tomorrow. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. We'll have a bigger slate tomorrow. There'll be a lot more to like then. But I did want to still make a video for this 2-game slate, guys, and give you some props I liked for tonight. But good luck. Hopefully we can all make some money tonight, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.